this is pretty much a typical beach that you get all along the coastline here. As I said, 200 kilometers of coastline, a lot of beaches, a lot of towns to visit, and I think wherever you choose to visit to have your holiday, it's going to be good stuff anyway. And they all look very similar. You know, you have lots of lovely sand. It's not particularly clean at the moment. They're still clearing up after the big storm, but all along the coast like this, you have your hotels, you have your restaurants. They all line the promenade. So you come out of your hotel, you come out of your accommodation, and you find restaurants and the beach straight away. And you know, you've got some cracking scenery here. The sea looks lovely today. When you think we're in February, it's just incredible. When we had those storms, you thought, crikey, this is never going to turn back to where it was. But yeah, Spain always surprises you. It's a lovely country to live and to visit, and I thoroughly enjoy living here. Prices here for hotels start about €50 a night. That's for a husband and wife and a child, but you can go up to 100 plus. You get apartments, self-catering, if that's what you prefer to do. But you have a small marina here. It's got quite a few boats in here, but it's not particularly big. But there is a fishing fleet somewhere, which I'm going to have a look for. But it gives you an idea of what's going on down here. This is underneath the Calpe rock. So if you walk or drive to the Calpe rock, you'll see this small marina here. There's plenty of nice boats in here, as always, in marinas. So I found all the fishing gear, all the nets that they're tidying and sorting out, but there's no boats in at the moment, so they all must be out fishing. If you want fish, then you come to Calpe. If you head towards the rock, there's loads of restaurants underneath the rock, and you'll be able to get as nice fresh fish as much as you want. They do some cracking deals down here, so come along if you like fish. So there are lots of things that you can do on the water. Obviously the normal swimming, of course, but snorkeling, jet skis, hire a boat. There's lots of things you can do, and that's right along the coast. It's not just in Calpe. They're pretty much all the way along. Obviously, because the water is prominent, and people set these companies up for you, and so there's so many to tell you about that you'd have to find out yourself, I think. But whatever you want to do on the water, there won't be any problems doing so. And obviously you can go out for boat trips as well. That's something else that's available if you want to do a day out. Some of them stop on some of the smaller coves, so you can maybe have a picnic lunch. So there's lots of things to do on the water, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it when you're here. So you can see some of the restaurants in front of me, but once again, it's February. We're a long way from the season. I suppose the first season will be Easter, of course. Easter in March. But I think you can see from my videos that if you want a holiday out of season, this is what you're going to find. Very few people, very few restaurants open. There are one or two still open. There's a few people sat down having lunch, but once again, you've got these apartments and hotels, above. So if you stay in any of these places, it's easy just to walk down, get the lift down, you're on the beach and you're having a lovely meal. So if you are coming here and you're flying, the best airport to come into is Alicante. It's the closest one. You have two international airports here, of course. One is Valencia, but that's further away. So the one you want to head for is Alicante. You can hire a car there. It's not expensive. Get a family car, get a small car, whatever you want, whatever your needs are, or a taxi or a bus. But Alicante is definitely the one that you want to go to. So here we got some of the beautiful fish, prawns, langostinos, clams, small sardines you can see here as well. Give you an idea, squid, sea bass. I'm sure there's some cod here somewhere. Lovely enchiladas to go with it. PLAYA as well, of course, which is the main dish over here, which I absolutely love. So some great food. So I'll show you this restaurant. So if you want to come and visit, hotels and all the self-catering apartments. Obviously, some of those apartments belong to people that actually live here, so it's not all holiday, accommodation. But up here, I pan round. I mean, it is beautiful today. It really is beautiful. I'm so surprised. There's hardly any wind. You hear the birds chirping. Maybe you can't, but I can. And you pan round. It just, well, it's fabulous. You can see why I live here. We get more of this than we do the bad weather, which is good. Get about 3,000 hours a year, 300 days a year, something like that, of sunshine. So don't think you can complain too much about that.